your favorite real estate agent. I keep my eyes on the street, but I wanted to share something with you. We are in a very special pocket of a market. Let's say you're a seller who also wants to buy a house, and you work very hard all your life, and now it's time to buy you what you really want. You live in a house that's really okay, nothing to complain about, but you have certain dreams. You want acreage, you want a pool, you want that outdoor living area, you want to be in a certain spot in the countryside, 10 plus acre, just the life that you're dreaming of, okay? And the question is, how do we get you there? Let's assume roughly every 10 years most of the properties double in value. Let's say your current house is, let's say 400, so it would double to 800. And let's say the dream house in the country with the acreage is $1 million, and it would double 10 years later, hopefully to 2 million, roughly, okay? There is no guarantee for that. Let's just stay with the example. If you want to level up, when would you do that? Would you want to wait till your current home appraises or appreciates into the price range where you feel that would be a good appreciation? Or would it be smarter to rip off the band-aid, sell for whatever it is selling for right now, and then be in the new house, let the clock start those 10 years, and then appreciate on the bigger house? What you do see is, when you level up in price range, it is smarter to do that early on. The market right now, interest rate is falling. What always happens, interest rate is going up. I was driving and someone pulled over. Too tight. When interest rate goes down, value goes up. It just goes hand in hand, because lower interest rates create higher demand, and higher demand makes the prices go up, right? Everybody's already holding back a year or 2 years from the purchases that they were planning or dreaming about. So all of those people now, with rates coming very close to 6%, and then 3 additional interest rate lowerings announced, everybody and their mother is getting ready to purchase. So prices very, very, very likely will only go up from here, and also into 2025. So if you want to sell and you want to buy something more expensive, probably my advice to you will be, the earlier you do it, the better you're off. If you do the opposite, you have a McMansion and you move into a small shoebox, let the McMansion appreciate a little bit more, and maybe move in 1 or 2 years into the shoebox, okay? So that is some thinking right now. Between the 400,000 and the million, it's a $600,000 difference. If you wait till the 400 appreciates into 800 and the 1 million into 2 million, it is a 1.2 million difference between the two properties. So you telling me, I want to save a little bit more, I want to wait for the market to appreciate on my current home, that doesn't work in this scenario. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. What is a very special, sweet thing in only this market right now? Let's say you're 50 and you accumulated stuff for your whole life, and your husband is a handyman and he likes to fix everything. For everything he fixes, he buys a tool, and he's really good at it. He saved you a whole bunch of money by doing literally everything under the sun your husband can do. Good for you. So he has a lot of stuff, and you're like, there is no way we move all of this stuff with one moving truck, as if we were a college student and we move from an apartment into our first home. So you need a little bit of wiggle room to find the right house that fits all of your stuff and fits all your criteria, because now you're 50. Now you know exactly what you want. You're not a first-time home buyer anymore. But also you need a little bit of wiggle room to just move all of your stuff over, and then do the paint touch up and a little bit of crown molding, needs patching or whatever, all those little things. Yeah, nothing major, but those little things. It's much easier when the house is vacant and you can just paint and you can just silicone, however you want to do. So what happens then? You move already into your big fancy $1 million house. Your current house is empty and getting ready to be sold. In between, you have 8 weeks or maybe 3 months of the sweetest appreciation time, I believe, that will come. The market will pick up on us, hopefully, and I believe so, very early this spring and very quickly. I think stuff will hit the fan very quickly, and we are like bracing ourselves for big business and catching all the business and helping everybody that reaches out to us, because I think it will go wild because there's so much demand on the buyer side. And also so many sellers held back on selling because they were scared, and I get that. But now it's all like winter's over, spring is coming when it comes to real estate and in real life. So in this little bracket, the prices will appreciate. Our buyer, to stay with this example, already bought the new place. They already live in paradise. Now we need to sell the current one, and appreciation and the market will probably help lift it up and not do the opposite. We had, when the recession hit, we had it the opposite. They bought expensive and then they sold for a little bit less because the market was dying and dying and dying a little bit more on them. And that was very, very sad to watch. There's not much that we can do about it because people were just so scared. We had buyers backing out left and right. So that will change. We will not have that anymore. So right now is a very sweet little pocket of a market, of the market picking up. And if you buy here and then you sell here, is that not what we all try to do, right? That's what we do with stocks, what we try to do with stocks. That's what we try in real estate. And when you're an end consumer, at the end of the day, you just need to buy what you need to buy, and you just have to sell when the house is vacant and you need to sell it usually. But this right now is a very sweet pocket, especially when you can make up with financing for the gap until you have the current one sold. And most of the people, I know a lot of people that are very with skinny pockets, but I also know a lot of people that have very deep pockets, and it is just a strategy. It is just is part of the strategy. Do we use financing? Do we do it all in cash? What is the smartest? And often it is smart to use a little bit of financing, even if overall you could do it totally without financing. And I had several transactions recently. We used the financing almost like a bridge loan. They went in with a mortgage, we sold the current home, and everything got paid off 2 months, 4 months, 6 months after purchase. Yeah. Let me pull over to let Mr. Pushy go by. There you go. Ah, feels so good to skip traffic by one spot. I don't get why he would ride my bumper, but let him ride the person in front of me, that bumper. Mr. Chevrolet truck. Okie dokie, that was my 2 cents on this sad rainy day. It is always a good day for real estate, and a listing appointment always makes my day, and today it's a listing appointment. And then I got 2 signs up going in the yards. That's where I'm on my way now, getting keys. Slamming listing signs in the front yard is my cardio. Giving you guys a 2-cent video on the market and why it's so exciting and why I love real estate. If you have anyone who considers buying and selling and they are scared or skitterish, I'm very gentle with those. I am a negotiation expert. That's my favorite part in the whole transaction, to negotiate. No matter if I'm on the buyer's or on the seller's side, I love it, each direction. I help the people with skinny pockets when we don't have much money. When we have so little money, we can almost not buy. I help them, and I take pride in that. I help you if you have luxury problems, like do we use financing or not. I like to help you with that. And as I'm an investor myself, I like to play those little bit more sophisticated thoughts with you, and offering strategy or pricing strategy or listing strategy. You can play it really a little bit more sophisticated than just throwing it on the market and see what happens. I like when everything goes by plan, but for that you need a plan first. I don't say everything always goes by plan, but it's good to have a good plan. Yeah, so if you know anyone, or if it's even you, I would love to help you buy, sell. I work with top partners, best title companies, the best lenders, amazing financing products, and that's just what I love to do. So I said this morning in the listing appointment, I'm like, you can buy or sell with me, but if not, no hard feelings. We will still be friends. We're friends for many years, and I just come from wanting to help you. So that's where I come from. But guess what? At the end of the day, it also pays my bills. So it's like charity working with me, right? Pays the bills for my 2 daughters. and myself. But no, I would love to help you, and if you have any questions, always just reach out. 832-444-4923. You never bother me. I love this stuff. If you can't tell, I love this stuff. I love talking about real estate and maybe opening some doors in your mind of what is possible, or what would be smart, or what would be strategic. Long-term wealth is one of my passions, and we all started from nothing. Yeah, most of the millionaires, did you know, most of the millionaires in US, they started with nothing. Almost no one inherited something, and those that did inherit something were like 5K or 10K or something very minimal. Very few have like the, I don't know what, the Rockefellers or so inherited rich, how do you say, richnesses. Wealth is very rare. Okay, if you have any questions, I could go on and on, but I let you go for today. Have my listing, slamming my listing sign in the yard appointment coming up at 2, almost there, and wishing you a good day. Make the best, rainy day or not, just make it a good day, okay? Bye bye, love you guys.